Morning, friends. Today I wish to start day 4 session. Before that, I wish to tell about what we discussed in day 3. In day 3, we had a discussion in functions. I told how to declare a function and define the same by using C programming language. And I told about arrays, declaration of arrays, initialization of the array elements, and how to assess array elements by using indices. Finally, we had some discussion pertaining to CTS automata fixed question. Today's session, we will be discussing about two-dimensional arrays, character arrays, and I will discuss some problems, some basic problems pertaining to arrays and strings. Actually, single-dimensional array is also called as a record. If I wish to store a collection of records, means I can use two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array can be declared by specifying number of rows and number of columns. This is the general syntax for declaring the two-dimensional variable. You have to specify the data type, then followed by variable name. Then inside the square bracket, we need to specify the number of rows, number of records, and number of columns. It is also called as number of elements that we possess each and every record. The example declaration is integer. A is a variable name followed by 2 is a number of rows followed by number of columns. The array can be initialized by using the curly braces. We can specify each and every record by separate by using the curly braces. Otherwise, you can simply specify the elements that is to be stored in the two-dimensional array. I will show the demonstration how to declare a variable, two-dimensional variable, and initialize the same by using the Dev C++ IDE. Include the header file. Here I need to store a matrix of values. So I have declared the variable a of 2, 3. This is the initial declaration of two-dimensional. If I wish to initialize a value for a variable, means you can do this by specifying the number of rows and number of columns. You can use this is first row followed by second row, which is enclosed by using curly braces. Otherwise, we can use this kind of notation by directly specifying the value. This is also possible. Same thing only. Do not report an error. Here, if I used to print the data, for example, I wish to print the first element in a second row, means I need to specify a of 1. Second row, if I wish to select the second row, means I need to specify 1. Then first element means a of 1. This will access first element in the second row, that is 4. Okay. array, I need to specify variable name b, not a. Will print the value 4. Okay. If I wish to print all the elements in the two-dimensional array means I need to use loop, not a single loop. I have to use nested loop here. For the first, I declare the variable I into I mean for row, j mean for column. Or I equal to 0, I less than number of row, plus plus. Similarly, for j equal to 0, j less than 3, number of column, j plus plus. Here we need to print percentage d, use slash d for a separator, comma, b of I for selecting the row, j for selecting the column. After printing every row, we need to specify the slash n. In this way, we can print the data. For reading the data from the user, for example, I wish to read the data from the user means use same loop only. Hide the printf. Here we need to use scanf statement. Same thing, but we need to specify the ampersand operator here, which has two times 2 rows and 3 column values and print the same. Very easy. Here I just declare a variable, for example b. Same thing. So we can read the input from the user base scanf statement. You have to use a nested loop here. Then print this. Okay. This way we can initialize the value for a two-dimensional array and read the input from the user and printing the same. We will discuss some of the tasks pertaining to 2D array. Few tasks: adding and subtracting the two square matrices, finding the transpose, and finding sum of diagonal elements. Okay, we start with the addition of two matrices. I just declare two matrices, two square matrices A and B. For reading two square matrix values, I need to use nested loop. Here specify I may get dimension of a matrix. For example, just specify the dimension like this dimension. Get the dimension from the user itself. It's very easy. When I say dimension, when I specify 3 means 3 by 3 dimension, 3 by 3 matrix. Use a maximum value. Okay, then we have to get a first matrix. For the course, we use loop. For reading second matrix, I need to use same for loop. This is for first matrix. I wish to do it for second matrix, means same thing, same loop, but we need to edit second matrix, same thing, change the variable. So two matrices are read by using the nested loop. Next, we need to perform addition operation that may be stored in third matrix. For the purpose, create another two-dimensional variable to store in the result of third matrix. Here, we need to specify C of I j equal to A of I j plus B of I. Okay, this is the way to perform a matrix addition operation. For example, you have two matrices. This is matrix 1 and we have another matrix. If you wish to perform addition operation, means we need to select first element in the first row and first element in the second matrix. First element in the first matrix and first element in the second matrix and perform addition operation. 3. Likewise, we need to select a second element in the first row, first matrix, and second element in the first row of the second matrix. And perform. So likewise, we do perform addition operation for all the rows. Subtraction also same way of just to print the data, this resultant data on the screen, means again use for loop, just but here you have to specify printf statement. Use slash t comma C of AJ. Simple. After printing every row, use slash and new line. Very simple. I do it for three-dimensional matrix. I mean 3 by 3 matrix. I enter the value. The second matrix, I enter the value. I didn't specify the percentage D here, that is why I didn't get output. Now it will work. Output will be printed here. So in this way, we can subtract the matrix by specifying the minus here. Okay. So this is one example for playing with 2D array. So you can do it for matrix multiplication. Okay. When you find free time, you can work with matrix multiplication. Just tell the example for matrix transpose. For matrix transpose, just specify number of row and the number of column. Okay, it will work for non-square matrix also. So just to get number of rows and number of columns. Okay, just get number of rows stored in m, number of columns stored in n. Okay, just to get only one matrix. Remove all the other things. Very simple. You get a matrix from the matrix values stored into matrix A, and the transposed matrix stored in matrix T. Here I get number of rows and number of columns. Then I'm getting the matrix by using nested loop. Here you have to specify number of rows, outer loop, inner loop you have to specify number of columns. So I got the input from the user. You know that how to perform transpose. I have 3 by 3 matrix. Consider 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This matrix can be transposed by using the method called row value may be represented as a column value. See here T3. So here this first row value will be mentioned as a column value. Then I select 4, 5, 6, 5. Then 7, 8. It is easy, no? In this way we can write the data. See here. Similarly, we can do it by using programmatically. Just specify n here, specify m here. Just use v of j I equal to a of ij. That's all. Finally, print the resultant values. I, that's all. Add new line. Okay. New line is not ordered. Just specify new line here. Forgot to specify new line. Now it will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the transpose of matrix done by using the C program language. Very simple. Okay. read the number of rows, number of columns, read the matrix, then transpose it by using this one. That is number of rows are converted as a number of columns. A set of rows are rearranged, okay, as a column by using this statement. This is a core statement. P of ij equal to A of I. P of ji equal to A of ij. Finally, the data will be stored in the two-dimensional array B. It is displayed by using the nested loop. Next example, finding the sum of diagonal element. It is another task. Third task is finding sum of diagonal element. Now suppose just get dimensions. Dimension and consider some variable which is initialized to 0. Mainly the diagonal element, finding sum of diagonal is done in square matrix. So just get the dimension. I'm just getting the dimension. So I read the dimension. See here, while getting the itself, getting the matrix itself, we can find the dimension. We can find the sum of diagonal elements. If I, before that I will used to tell how to find the sum of diagonal elements. Consider my matrix contains these values. The diagonal elements are 1, 5, 9. Here 1 is stored in 0, 0, 5 is stored in 1, 1, 9 is stored in 2, 2. So when I equal to j means we can select diagonal element. So we write the condition like this. When I equal to j means just find the sum. A of I equal to sum plus A of I. That's all. Ij. Finally, we can find the sum. Sum is percentage t. That's all. This way we can find the sum of diagonal elements. Sum is 9 plus 5, 14 plus 1, 15. So getting the value itself, we can. This is easy enough. We can practice with the other problems which may be frequently asked in Day-1 companies. Due to time constraint, I discussed few problems. Next concept is character array. Character array holds a set of characters. It is often referred to as string. A string is stored in an array of type char ending with a null character /0. I already told the beginning of a string. and in end of string we have /0, which denotes the we have reached end of string, which is set by the compiler actually default by default. A string containing a single character take up to 2 bytes of storage because we add a empty string now at the end, so it occupies 2 bytes. For storing one character, it takes 1 byte. For storing /0, it takes 1 byte. If you read info from the user character by character means it is your responsibility to put end of string at the end. If you read input as a string by using the percentage %s statement, which is specified in scanf means, compiler itself automatically set the /0 at the end. Okay, be careful while reading the character by character or as a string. Here we are having declaration character str of 11 and you have entered the data good space day. This data are stored in a string and the /0 will be appended or added at the end. The remaining values are a part of a array but part of a, not a part of a string. Okay, we can't access these details even if you declare the variable by using maximum size. Okay, so character versus string. A string consists a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes. Actually, string consists enclosed by using double quotes, but character may be enclosed by using single quote. Okay, if you wish to store a single character means just to specify the variable name itself and followed by values and variable values, which is enclosed by using single quote. If it is a collection of characters means just to use array, character array, and set of their values are stored or enclosed by using double quotes. This is the difference between character and string. So a character is enclosed by a single quote and the string is enclosed by double quote. Null string which has nothing in it, but it has a /0 at the end. Some of the string operations that I was to tell, there are many string operations available. Most frequently used operations are finding the length of a string, strlen, which accepts the character array as an input, and finding reversing the string elements, which accepts the character array as an input, and copying the string, which accepts the character array as an input and returns the starting address of the copied values. And string concatenation, which is used to concatenate two strings, which has two character arrays or two character pointers. And string comparison function is used to compare two strings, which accept two strings, and it will return 0 if it is equal. It returns negative value if first string is less than the second string. If it returns positive value if first string is greater than the second value. Okay, there are many functions are available like string tokenizing, string str position. There are many functions are available. So we can refer from the string documentation. So we discuss some of the example tasks. Reversing the string without using library function, then finding the length of a string without using library function, and find the number of vowels and consonants in a string. Okay, these the problems we will discuss now. So I use editor for doing this task. Start with string problem 1. Erase all the data. See here, for getting the character array, just use Here I wish to get a info from the user, so just specify percentage yes. Already told about this. Yes, and specify A. I have read the input. Now compared to is automatically it will append /0 at the end. Okay, 0 like this. When you give hello means it will add /0. See, now I wish to reverse the elements in an array. Okay, so for reversing element we start from the end of the person. Okay, what we do is the simple solution is just make two pointers I and j like this. Here we have I starting person and end of person we have j. Okay, we can swap two element. Okay, and I will be incremented by 1 and j will be incremented by 1. Again swap two elements, then I will be incremented by 1, j will be decremented by 1. When I cross j means just stop it. After swapping you will get the value like O L L E H. Okay, in this way we can do for reversing element. For I equal to 0 starting person, j equal to str len of a minus 1. Then I less than j means we continue I plus plus j minus 1. A single loop we can specify this. I starting from the first position, j starting from the end of the before end of string, it is O. Then when I cross j means just stop it. This is the condition for checking whether I crosses j or not. At every pass, just increment I value by 1, just decrement j value by. Now just swap it by using the temporary variable like this. Temp equal to a of I. Next a of I is empty now, free, so just so a of j value, then a of j value is free. Now store the temp value a of j. Okay, now print the a value, will get a reverse system. This way we can reverse system. So this is one kind of solution, and we can have several solutions. You have to declare a variable I. Forget to declare int I comma j. You have to include the header file. Include string data. String functions are available in string data. Now give hello. You have reverse string. So without using library function, string length function, you can solve this problem. Okay, there is another solution. We can do that without using these steps. But we need to compromise memory, just have another variable b of 10. Use for loop is equal to 0. I a of I not equal to /0. Then I plus plus specify we don't wish to use single function, we need to do this. Just find the counter. Here we have another variable here. Just use L plus plus. Now L equal to 0. So it will count the number of characters in a string. Then use this logic to print the. Here we can specify L minus 1. So without using string function, we can identify, we can reverse the characters in the string. But we need to use extra variable, compromising it. Same thing. Okay. Here I didn't use a string length function itself to reverse the string. Okay, it is also possible. So next we are going to discuss another function. Find the length of a string without using regular function. Already I told this problem itself, finding length of a string. See, I have solution here. Just read the we have identified the length of a string. So here L contains the length of a string. This for loop read array elements, character array elements until it reaches /0. Whenever it reads each and every character, it will increment the counter by 1, that is L value by 1. After completing the loop, L variable contains the length of a string. This way we can find the length of a string. Okay. Yeah, output will be. So this way we can find the length of a string. For example, if I wish to find the length of a string by using functions, we can do this. Just copy the code. Very easy. Int is the return type, because I am going to return the length, which is an integer. So I have to specify the integer return type. Then len is my function name. It accepts one character array inside the function, just to specify the loop. That's after finding the length, just return the value. By using function also, we can find the length of a string. Here, inside the for loop, inside the printf statement, call the len function, pass the array starting address. Finally, it will print the length. Here, need to specify L equal to 0. Forget that. Now it will print the length of the string. Okay. By using function also, we can find the length of the string. I hope you understood the concept behind how to implement string operations without using library functions. You can try out other operations also, like string comparison, uh, string concatenation, string copy, without using library function. The next problem discussion is find the number of vowels and number of consonants in a string. As you know that number of vowels in a string is A, E, I, O, U. Okay. If it is found, count the number of vowels count. Otherwise, count the number of consonant count. Okay. Just to get it from the user and maintain two counter. Here, int vowels count equal to 0, consonant count equal to 0. Okay. After that, just compare. If inside the for loop, you have to compare. Suppose I use if I wish to check each and every character means I have to use for loop. For I equal to 0, I, it is a of I. Don't use the length of the string. It takes more amount of time for function call and returning. If possible, use check with the check /0. It is very easy now. Inside the for loop, you can check if a of I equal to a or it's not a means it may be e or I o u. So I have checked a e I o u. Any one of the character presence in this string means just increment vowels count. Else after completing the loop, just print that's that. Okay. Here we have two vowels, so count is 2, 3 consonant, Obviously. In this way, we can find the number of vowels. I hope you understood the concept pertaining to two-dimensional array and string concept, basics of string concept. So discuss more problems with your own when you find free time. Thank you.